Hi, my name is Ponchock, your Director of Instruction here at Jupiter Hills. I wanted to go over some driver basics and some keys to hit more accurate and powerful drives. First thing I want to do in terms of setup position with the driver is widen my base. I want to widen my stance. I don't want to have it too wide, so I'm going to set my feet up a little bit more wider than shoulder width apart. Okay? As I set my stance wider, I'm going to play the ball a little bit more forward in my stance, or a lot more forward, kind of off my left instep. And the third thing to add to this is I want spinal tilt. If we're going to say the most important thing on hitting a driver is catching the ball on the upswing, not the downswing like an iron, I'm going to add a lot more tilt to my spine. If I keep this tilt, you can see this is going to help us hit the ball a little bit more on the upswing and give us a little bit more power. Incredibly important for this in terms of club fitting. When we see you hit up on the ball, we can accurately fit you for a driver rather than hitting down on the ball, because spin rates get a little bit messed up when you do that. So as I set up to this one, the next thing in swing dynamic that I want to be concerned with is a proper pivot. And all a pivot means is how my lower body looks in relationship to my upper body. As we see the best drivers in golf, we see a nice stable lower body, and pivot means that my upper body actually turns a little bit behind my lower body. You can see, not that I'm moving off the ball, but it is moving into my right side. This is a power position in a driver, because once we start our transition, my upper body stays a little bit more behind. It'll allow us to hit up on it a little bit more. So I'm going to demonstrate this, and then we're going to look at some numbers on TrackMan. The first thing I'm going to do is hit it the incorrect way. I'm going to try to keep my club head speed the same and hopefully ball speed the same, and look at, in terms of driver fittings, what we want to see. So I'm going to try to hit down on this one. I'm going to set up incorrectly on it. So I'm going to set the ball back in my stance. I'm going to have a narrow stance width, and I'm going to lean slightly forward on this one. You can see that my spine is a little bit too much in front. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit one and hopefully hit it on a little bit more on the downswing. Not too bad, but as you can see, in relationship to TrackMan, I hit down on that ball 7.7 degrees. Spin rate was a little high at 3,200. The carry distance was only 190 yards there. So I'm going to take the keys that I just explained to you and hit one, and hopefully see the difference in terms of carry distance for proper setup and a proper pivot. Grab a tee here. Set this one up. Again, let's go over these basics. Wider stance width. Ball more forward in my stance. More spinal tilt. Have a proper pivot and hopefully hit it on the upswing. So I hit that one, instead of 7.7 degrees down, I hit it 1.4 degrees up. And my carry distance went from, I don't know if you remember, 190 yards to 224. Now I did swing that one a little bit faster. And the reason why I swung it a little bit faster is because I had proper pivot on it and proper ball position. So I did everything a lot better in that golf swing. So I think it was about 5 miles per hour more in club head speed, and I got, 40 extra yards of carry on that shot because of my angle of attack, which brought my spin rate down. So hopefully this helps you. We have a men's power golf school coming up in mid-January. I'd like to see a lot of you there. We're going to go over everything that we covered here, do before and after and TrackMan numbers, do a little bit of club fitting and actually a screening to see if you can make these movements and see how flexible you are. So hopefully I'll see you there. Hopefully these tips help, and looking forward to seeing you again soon in our series of golf tips. Thank you.